What's up guys, it's me, your boy SteveRandom here, and in today's video, right here, I have Date for Men, and it's still sealed. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm about to open it right now on camera. While I'm opening it, I want to make a few announcements, because I know as I was wrapping up that video, I forgot to mention the obvious, and I know people are going to be commenting about this, but if you have made it to this point of the video, I don't know when I'll insert this. I'll probably insert it in the beginning, but this was not sent to me by Jeremy or anybody else to review. I paid $122 for this, and you might be saying how, because I used the 50% off code that was sent out, which will give you 50% off the actual price, which is, I think it was $245. There is going to be some hardcore Jeremy fans out there that if I don't like this fragrance, they're going to come and attack this video heavily. And if I do like it, they're going to be okay, but then I'm going to, invoke the non-Jeremy fans. So what I'm going to say is, from now, I don't really care. I'm going to say my own personal opinion, and I'm not influenced by anything else. Another thing is that I don't have anything against Jeremy. I respect him as a good fragrance reviewer, and he's been in the game for a while. And here we have, inside the little box, don't want to show my address, is Date for Men. Let's open this up and give it a first impression. So I hope I just disclosed everything necessary in terms of, it's going to be my own opinion, it's going to be what I think of it. It's not going to be influenced at all. This is honestly what I think of this fragrance when I give it a try. The box is pretty simple. It just has the bottle look over there, tells you the stuff on the bottom, tells you ingredients, all that jazz over here, and it's just plain on either side. And here it says Fragrance One, made in Germany. So let's get into the smell, because honestly the presentation, if it's okay, it's okay. What matters really is the smell. Here we have Date for Men. Let's throw the box away. And here it is. It looks a lot smoother in person versus when you see it online. Kinda is very slick, and it honestly seems like a pretty small bottle for 100 ml. Because I can I can wrap my arms or my hand around this. But anyway, cap is honestly pretty simple. There's your atomizer. That's your atomizer. It seems like it's a pretty good atomizer. I have a test strip right here that I can spray it on, and I'm also going to spray it on my skin. Let me first spray it on my skin to see what's the deal. Alright. Opening wise, this is gonna be bad because I can feel already what this is giving me an impression of. And honestly, first impression, I'm getting, let me spell off my arm, it's better. I'm getting, I hate to say it, I'm gonna have to say it because I'm trying to be 100% honest. I'm getting heavy bit of it's like cotton candy-ish, kind of, it smells like it's bubblegum cotton candy flavor. It does remind me of Invictus, unfortunately, and I love Invictus myself, but it's just not what I expected to be out of this one. Overall, it does remind me of Invictus, but I'm gonna give it a spray in the air just to see how it is. But the atomizer is really good. It just smells like a little bit of cotton candy, and I'm gonna let it dry down. I'm gonna spray it on this paper once again. I'm gonna let this dry down for about 15 minutes or so, and I'm gonna be right back to it. But let me just talk about, I'm gonna put this aside first. The initial spray is very cotton candy like. It's like a bubblegum flavor, and it definitely seems like it's a mass appeal fragrance. But when I read it had oud in there, and I forgot what else it has in there, but when I was watching one of Jeremy's videos about Date for Men release and how to get it and all that jazz, when he was explaining the notes and what it has, it's oud, it's extract de parfum, I believe. This is an eau de parfum, it says here, but he said that this is a mistake. So the first bottles that are releasing will say eau de parfum, but they should say extract. Overall, I am slightly disappointed, but it's also a fragrance that I do like. It's not one that I hate. It's one that I like, but it's not that special, if you guys get what I mean. It's not bad. It's just basically another kind of clubbing fragrance, and I guess that this kind of DNA in terms of like bubblegum sweetness does work with fragrances that are more clubbing and more date related. Because you guys know that for me, like on a date, on a clubbing occasion, I would go for like Ultramile, I would go for Invictus, I would go for like those type of scents, and this one kind of fits in that category. And I expected it to be a little bit of a woodsy vibe, maybe because of the oud, but overall to me, right now it smells a slight bit less bubblegummy, but overall the impression I get is very sweet, and smells a little bit like a calmed down version of Invictus, a smoother version of Invictus, mixed with a little bit of woodsy notes, and I guess it's from the oud. But honestly, there's nothing really heavy in it. There's nothing that, you know, if you were like waiting to give this a try or waiting to buy it, and you were like, maybe I might not like it, the only reason why you won't like this one might be because it smells similar to other fragrances. Whatever it started with, it's still going with that. It's a heavy sort of cotton candy like. Really, that's the main player so far. I'm gonna let this strip that I placed on the side dry down. I'm gonna be right back after about, I'd say, 15 minutes or so, and we'll see if it developed. Alright, so it's been about, I would say about 7-8 minutes. I've been smelling it quite a bit for the 7-8 minutes. I also did post a post on my YouTube page that's saying like first impressions coming out tomorrow. If you guys did see that, I just not posted it while making this video. But I do want to mention something. It has dried down a little bit differently. So far, after like 10 minutes or so total, I would say it has that heavy sweetness in the beginning. That's like bubblegum, cotton candy vibe. That's like Invictus vibe. But now it has a little bit of leather, kind of like suede smelling. Almost like the smell of Tuscan leather, a little bit of that smell. It's not very heavy, just there's a tad bit of that smell on the undertone, but the sweetness is very heavy on the top. I would say overall, I would give it, you know, I like it. It's not something really out of this world, but it's something, you know, I can't complain about. It's not like I wasted my money. It's just another fragrance that I'm gonna probably use to the club, to go on a date for. So it does work for its name. But I expected a little bit more of it. I expected it to be a little bit more special in a way. But the thing is, I don't know, maybe this kind of DNA just does work. So I guess Jeremy wanted to make that. I honestly don't know. Final verdict, it is likable. The only reason you probably won't like it is either that it smells too sweet or that it smells similar to like your Invictus, your Ultramile, those type of fragrances. Overall, yeah, I would give it probably an 8 out of 10. It's pretty good. It's just not out of the world. So I can't really give it a bad rating because it's like pretty good. It's not anything special, but it still is a likable scent. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is pretty much first impressions on Date for Men by Jeremy Fragrance. And if you have tried it, let me know what you think in the comments below. Is it worth it? I honestly think, final verdict, if you guys are watching till the end of this video, I'm gonna say it's unfortunately not worth it. Just because you could buy Invictus, which is like, you can find it at discounters for like about $60, and this one, you know, is like $245, I think. And even with the 50% off discount code, it's like $122 without taxes. So it's $122, which you could probably get like, what, 3 Invictuses? You can even get Invictus Ultramile even. You can probably get those two for that amount. And even throw in like a small Dior Sauvage or something in there. Because those I think would be more worth it to get versus just getting one bottle of Date for Men. There's no really need to smell this paper because it does smell good. It's one of those that smells good, but it's just nothing special to something like that I've never smelled before. It's something I have smelled before. The only reason I'm a little disappointed is because I expected it to be a little bit different. But at the same time, I guess if it was really different, it would, you know, create an unbalanced amount of people that like it and don't like it, which might create or affect you know, sales and all that jazz. But who knows what it could be. But it's a very mass appealing vibe. Right now, it is so much smelling like Invictus' Dry Down. with a little tad bit of like woods. Anyway guys, I don't think it's worth it because you could spend that money on Invictus and all that other jazz for a cheaper amount. Yeah, it's a likable scent, it's just not your special out of this world type of scent. For now, I'm gonna try it out, give it a wear, see how it does overall, and I'll be back later on, maybe some other time, to explain if it's done wonders or if it's done nothing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, let me know in the comments below, and click the like button and subscribe, and peace.